You probably think you're too smart to be brainwashed. You have a degree, you read the news, and you pride yourself on being a critical thinker. But what if I told you that your intelligence isn't a shield? In fact, what if your high IQ is actually the back door that manipulators use to get inside your head? History is filled with brilliant scientists, doctors, and engineers who fell for cults and conspiracies that a high schooler could see through. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on a terrifying psychological glitch. By the end of this video, you'll realize that the person you trust most, your own brain, might be the one selling you out. In psychology, there's a concept called motivated reasoning. Here's the dark truth. Smart people aren't better at finding the truth. They're just better at justifying what they already want to believe. Take this Stargate project from the 70s. The CIA spent millions on psychic spies. These weren't uneducated people. They were top-tier intelligence officers and scientists. Because they wanted it to be true, their brilliant minds built incredibly complex, logical-sounding excuses for why it wasn't working, rather than admitting it was fake. Or look at Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme. His victims weren't dumb, they were Wall Street elites. They were so smart that they overcomplicated the math to make the lie fit their reality. The more tools your brain has, logic, vocabulary, data, the better it is at building a logical cage around a lie. So why does this happen? Why is the smart person more vulnerable than the average person? It's because of a phenomenon called the intelligence trap. Most people think brainwashing is about being told what to do. It's not. Real brainwashing is making you think a foreign idea was your idea. If I try to lie to a simple person, they might just say, "That sounds wrong." But if I give a smart person a tiny seed of a lie, their ego takes over. They think, "I'm too smart to be lied to, so if I believe this, it must be because I've reasoned it out." They do the manipulator's work for them. They build the walls of their own prison and call it research.
So how do you fix a brain that's too smart for its own good? You need to upgrade your mental software with these 3 steps. Practice intellectual humility. Every morning, remind yourself, I am capable of being completely wrong. This lowers the ego shield and lets you see facts for what they are, not what you want them to be. The steel man technique. Don't just argue against an idea. Try to build the strongest possible argument for the side you hate. If you can't understand the other side's logic, you haven't thought deeply enough. You're just reacting. Check your biology. Manipulators love to catch you when you're halt, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Your IQ drops by 20 points when you're emotional. Never make a major belief decision while your heart rate is up. Being smart is a tool, but it's a dangerous one. Use it to question the world, but more importantly, use it to question yourself. Don't let your brain be a lawyer for your ego. Let it be a scientist for the truth.